Hey, what's going on, everybody? Spoons here, and let's talk about Gears 5 Battle Royale. Now, everybody knows that Battle Royale has easily become the most popular gaming genre, and it's been like that for the past few years, and it's really seen tremendous growth. And unfortunately, with tremendous growth comes people just trying to feed off of it. But also with tremendous growth comes a lot of questions for new games. A lot of people want to know if these new games are going to have Battle Royale modes, or if there's, a specific franchise that's going to make a Battle Royale specific game, things like that. So obviously a common question when discussing Gears 5 has been, is it getting a Battle Royale mode? So the short answer is no. So the studio head of the coalition, Rod Fergusson, I'm sure you guys know him, he currently said there are no plans for Gears to get the Battle Royale treatment. Now, before all you Battle Royale fans start going crazy online and, tweeting at Rod Fergusson and saying things you probably shouldn't be saying, Rod Fergusson also did state that his team is open to considering anything. So the reason, guys, that they aren't currently pursuing a Battle Royale for Gears 5 is that the Coalition just has too much on their plate right now. They've got the development of Gears 5, they got the development of Gears Pop, they got the development of Gears Tactics underway, plus they got a movie, comics, a novel, licensing, and action figures being created, and you can really see why they might not have time right now to work on a Battle Royale. So if you're a Gears purist, and I have been there, but I've kind of warmed up to the idea of Battle Royale for Gears, but I'll get in that a little bit later. But if you're a Gears purist and you think Battle Royale doesn't belong in a Gears game at all, the Coalition actually seems pretty aware that it's important to stick to the core roots of Gears gameplay in any mode that they create for the Gears franchise. So Gears 5 multiplayer design director Ryan Clevens, and I'm sure you guys know him as well, he's very active on Twitter, @Node0. He actually gave his opinion on the matter, and he says, as a fan of the genre, I would love to see it, but bringing the intimate combat of Gears to the open kind of organic encounters of a Battle Royale is difficult. They're two very different modes of combat. It's not that it's impossible, it's just to do it right would require really focusing on it. So that definitely makes a lot of sense, and I think that's a lot of the concerns that people have had with a Gears 5 Battle Royale mode. I know it's kind of been floating in the air since we heard about Gears 5, but obviously Gears has a very specific way that they do combat. It's a very specific cover system, very specific sort of loot system, I guess you could say, with power weapons and things like that, and just it's got its very unique sort of style of combat, and Battle Royale at its current state doesn't really support a lot of the things that Gears has. So Rod Fergusson actually added on to this by saying, if they were going to actually create a Gears Battle Royale, does it come from an authentic place? Is it something that's compelling and unique? Is it something that's going to be top of class? And he also adds on to this by kind of comparing it to things that happened in the past. So he says, we saw this in other things. We saw this in MMOs when people were chasing World of Warcraft. And then we also saw it in MOBAs when everyone was chasing League of Legends. So Battle Royale is kind of that new hot topic. And we've seen developers before kind of chase that, and the Coalition definitely seems really aware of that. They don't want to be a developer that really just hops on the hot new topic, the hot new genre, and tries to capitalize on it and try to make money from it. Like, they really want to stick to the core principles of Gears, and that doesn't mean they're not going to make a Battle Royale mode, but it just means if they were going to do something like that, if it ever kind of strayed away from what Gears was at its core, then they probably just wouldn't continue with it. So it really looks like the Coalition, they would definitely focus on making sure it was true to the Gears of War style, and honestly, there's no doubt in my mind they would want a buttload of community feedback, and they'd go through tons of iterations to make sure it was A, something they were proud of, and B, something fans were very happy with. So personally, let's get on my own opinion here. I'd be definitely interested in it as long as it's a Gears mode first and a Battle Royale mode second, which I'm kind of reiterating here. I would want a Gears BR and not a BR with Gears characters, if that makes any sense. And I think that Gears has enough interesting elements where it would actually be kind of a unique Battle Royale experience. You know, we see a lot of Battle Royales come out that kind of are similar experience. They might change a few UI elements here and there or a few gameplay elements, but it's not really that much different than like the previous Battle Royale that came out. And kind of, you know, obviously there's ways to make it better, but one thing that Fortnite did really well, and I know there's a lot of people out there that, you know, aren't fans of Fortnite, but there's also way more people that love Fortnite. One of the things Fortnite did was they actually really innovated on a lot of different aspects of Battle Royale. The whole building aspect of it, for one, is clearly like the biggest difference between Fortnite and a lot of other BRs. And that's because Fortnite at its core had that building aspect. And I feel like if the Coalition were to do a Battle Royale for Gears, they would want to make sure that core aspect of Gears was part of the Battle Royale. So obviously that would mean there would be a cover system in a Battle Royale, which we really haven't seen that much of before. I personally haven't played any cover system Battle Royales. I'm not sure if you guys have. You can tell me in the comments down below if you have. But I definitely think, you know, obviously that's a core part of what Gears is. And if they were going to do a BR, they would obviously have a cover system, active reload system perhaps. You know, all the different weapons that Gears has are very unique to Gears, so they're not really, like, you're not really finding something like the Digger or the Drop Shot in other Battle Royale games, so that would definitely be interesting. But I'd really love to know what you guys think about a Gears BR. Do you think it's worth doing in Gears 5? It's something that they might do post-launch, or should it be something that's kept for Gears 6 if BR is still a popular genre? I also think that this could be possible where maybe they introduce a Battle Royale as a special event, which I know is a really big ask from the Coalition because that is just a completely different mode. But if they really wanted to test it with the community, perhaps they can make it a special event in the game for maybe like a month. They could get a bunch of feedback, and if it didn't work out, hey, they just don't make a they don't complete the Battle Royale mode for a permanent mode. But I really can't wait to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. Be sure to smack that like button. I would really appreciate it, guys. I'm really trying to build the channel back up here. I know I've been gone for a bit, but I'm really trying to dig into Gears again. I've been loving playing it on stream. You can follow me over on twitch.tv/TheRealSpoons. And you can also follow me over on Twitter. I'm tweeting about Gears all the time. It's twitter.com/TheRealSpoons. Everything's TheRealSpoons, by the way, guys, if you didn't pick up on that. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Be sure to hit the subscribe button as well if you enjoyed the content. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great rest of your day.